For the first DIY, I'm going to be using this house-shaped sign that I got on sale at Michael's after Christmas. And I'm going to remove the wood beads from the top of it. And I'm going to cover the sign with this lemon paper that I got from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to trace out the sign onto the paper and cut this out. And next I applied some Mod Podge directly onto the sign and brushed this out before adding the paper on top. And then to finish up this little house sign, I tied a piece of twine around the top of it. So I just wrapped this around and then tied it in a little bow. Next up, I'm going to be showing you how I made some cute little lemon slices that I used for a few of the lemon DIYs that I made in this video. So to make these clay lemon slices, I took a strip of yellow clay and then pinched it on one side so that it forms a teardrop shape. And then I laid out some white strips of clay that I pressed really thin, so they're thinner than the yellow ones. And then I just stacked these all together. So I would layer a yellow strip that's with the teardrop shape, and then a thin white piece of clay and yellow and white. And I think I did about 6 of each and stacked these all together. Make sure when you're doing this that for the yellow strips of clay, you point the side that you pinch together in the same direction every time. Because when you roll it up, you want the thinner part to be the inside of the lemon slice. And once you have all of your strips of clay stacked, you're going to carefully roll them into a circle. So we're just going to attach both of the ends together and pinch it closed. And then I kind of rolled it a little bit just to kind of get everything to stick together. And next we're going to take a really thin piece of white clay and we're going to wrap this all the way around. So I ended up doing this in a few pieces because the first strip of clay wasn't big enough to wrap all the way around. And once I had all the little white strips, I went ahead and rolled it out a little bit. And I just did this very gently because you don't want to squish it. And next I took a strip of yellow clay and I'm wrapping this around the same way that I did for the white one. But I made this strip a little bit thicker than the white one. This is going to be the peel part of the lemon. So I just wrapped 2 pieces around and then rolled it out once again. And the clay that I used, it told me to bake it at 265 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is what I did, but just follow the directions for whatever clay that you're using. So I baked mine for about 5 minutes and then I took an X-Acto knife and cut it into some thin slices to get these really cute little lemon slices. And make sure your clay piece is totally cooled off before you cut it because otherwise it will probably crack. So then I also cut some of the lemon slices in half. For the next lemon DIY, I'm using this foam dice from Dollar Tree and I'm going to go ahead and paint it with some white paint. And it took about 3 coats of white paint to get it completely covered so that you can't see the red underneath. And I'm going to be using some of those lemon clay slices that we made a minute ago for this DIY. So once I had the dice completely covered with the white paint, I took some yellow puffy paint and made some drips all the way around the top edge of the dice, and then I filled in the entire top of it as well with the yellow puffy paint. And this is what it looked like after completely covering the top of it. And now we're going to add on the clay lemon slices that we made while the puffy paint is still wet. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick these on. And I just kind of stuck these randomly wherever I thought it looked good, and I had some of them sticking up, some of them laying flat, and I used some of the lemon slices that I cut in half as well, but you could do whatever you want. We're going to put a little cute little face on this, and it's going to be a little lemon head, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Anyway. I let the puffy paint dry overnight, and now I'm going to add a cute little face onto this. So I took my dotting tool and some black paint and added on some nice big round eyes at the bottom of the dice. And I also added on 2 cute little eyelashes to the corners of both of the eyes. And then I added on a smile in between the eyes. And next I took some light pink paint and added this on for some blush. And to finish up painting on the face, I took my dotting tool and added on a small little white dot in the corners of both of the eyes. And here is the finished lemon themed DIY. I think this turned out really cute. I love the little lemon slices on the top of the head. For the next DIY, we're going to be making a lemonade stand. So I took 4 popsicle sticks and cut the ends off of them to create the bottom part of the stand. So you just want to make sure that they're all roughly the same size. Then I took a skinnier popsicle stick and cut the ends off of it, and this is going to be the counter for the lemonade stand. So you're going to want it to be a little bit longer than the other popsicle stick pieces so it kind of hangs off a little bit. And next we're going to take 3 of those same skinnier popsicle sticks and cut the ends off, and these are going to form the lemonade sign for the top of the lemonade stand. So now that we have all of our pieces cut, we're going to go ahead and glue them all together just on the edges of each of them, just to kind of hold them together before we glue on the post to the back, which will also help secure them in place. So once I glued all of the pieces together, I went ahead and flipped them over and then glued on 2 skinny long popsicle sticks for the posts that hold up the lemonade sign. I decided to change the color that I originally painted this lemonade stand, and I wanted to use a green color, so I used this color that is called Shamrock, and it is the Craft Smart brand. So I went ahead and painted it with that color instead because it helped incorporate some of the green that was in the lemon paper from the first DIY, since there was like some green leaves in it. And I also used the green color for the beaded garland that I make later on in this video, so it helped pull everything together. And I also painted the counterpart of the lemonade stand with some white paint. I added on the word lemonade to the sign for the top of this lemonade stand. And next up, I added on 2 of the clay lemon slices that I made. I added on a full circle, one to the right side of the top of the sign, and then one of the half slices to the left side. And that's all I did for this cute little lemonade stand. For the next DIY, I'm using 4 of these 2-inch wood blocks, and I'm gluing 2 of them together at a time and then stacking these together. And once I had all 4 of the wood blocks glued together, I went ahead and painted the whole thing with some white paint. And I'm using some wood letters for this sign. I'm going to have it say home, but the O will be a lemon slice. So here I am painting the letters H, M, and E with some black paint. And for the O, I'm using this wood lemon slice that I got from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the lemon slice with some white and yellow paint. Now that everything is painted, I'm going to go ahead and glue on all of the wood letters as well as the lemon slice to finish up this home sign. For the next DIY, I'm going to be making a fresh lemonade sign. So I'm using a wood plaque from Michael's that I went ahead and painted with some white paint. And I used my Cricut to cut out the saying fresh lemonade. So I'm going to go ahead and add this onto the sign. And then I painted another one of the wood lemon slices that I got from Dollar Tree, and I cut it in half, and I'm going to add one of the halves to this sign after the word fresh up at the top. And here is the finished cute little fresh lemonade sign. For the last DIY, I'm going to be making a lemon themed beaded garland. So I painted some large wood beads, yellow, white, and green, and I'm going to string these onto some twine with a twine tassel at the end. And for the other end, I am decorating a wood tag, so I quickly wrote out lemonade at 25 cents on the wood tag, and then I'm going to glue on the other half of the painted wood lemon slice that I used for the previous DIY. And then I will tie this wood tag onto my beaded garland to finish it up.